Boiled potato water versus rice water, the shocking root growth test you've never tried. Every gardener has done it, poured away the leftover water after boiling potatoes or rinsing rice without a second thought. But what if that cloudy liquid you're dumping down the drain is actually a liquid goldmine for your plants? Welcome back to SoilSage Chronicles, where we dig deeper into the secrets of soil, roots, and nature's hidden fertilizers. Today we're putting two humble kitchen leftovers to the test, boiled potato water and rice water, to discover which one truly supercharges root growth. Both are free, natural, and eco-friendly, but only one gives that instant kick your plants can't resist. So grab your notepad, a few jars, and your curiosity, because what we're about to uncover could change how you feed your plants forever. The root of it all. Why kitchen waste matters. You know, the best gardeners aren't the ones who buy the most fertilizers, they're the ones who really understand what plants crave. Plants don't just need food, they need the right balance of nutrients, energy, and microbial life to build a strong root system, and that's where your leftover cooking water comes in. Both boiled potato water and rice water contain key minerals, starches, and natural compounds that stimulate root formation and soil health. But here's the thing, they work in totally different ways. One delivers a fast nutrient rush, while the other builds long-term soil vitality. Let's dig into each one and find out which deserves a permanent place in your gardening routine. Boiled potato water, it's like the instant power drink for roots. When you boil potatoes, you're not just cooking your dinner, you're actually creating a nutrient solution packed with plant fuel. As those potatoes simmer, minerals like potassium, phosphorus, magnesium, and calcium leach into the water. These nutrients, they're really the building blocks of healthy roots. Potassium boosts cell formation and strengthens stems. Phosphorus triggers rapid root development and energy transfer within the plant. Magnesium helps in chlorophyll formation, which supports healthy green growth above the soil. But here's the real game changer. Gelatinized starch. That slightly thick, cloudy texture in boiled potato water isn't just starch, it's gelatinized starch, a form plants and microbes can easily use. When added to your soil, it energizes beneficial microorganisms, the unsung heroes that break down organic matter into plant-available nutrients. These microbes act like tiny chefs in your soil, turning leftover starch into a steady supply of root food. The result? Faster root initiation, stronger seedlings, and, honestly, visibly healthier plants in just days. How to use boiled potato water correctly. Always use plain boiled potato water. No salt, no seasoning, no oil. Salt can burn delicate roots and kill soil microbes instantly. Once your potato water cools to room temperature, dilute it before using. Mix 1 cup of boiled potato water with 2 cups of clean water. Pour it gently around the root zone of your plants, avoiding the leaves. For cuttings or seedlings, use it once or twice a week to encourage fast root formation. Within a few days, you'll start noticing new white roots forming. That's the power of minerals and starch at work. Alright, now let's turn to the other contender, rice water, which is honestly a favorite among gardeners who swear by these natural plant tonics. Whether you're using the milky water left after rinsing rice or maybe the thicker version from boiling, rice water is packed with starch, amino acids, trace nitrogen, and phosphorus. So, at first glance, it might seem pretty similar to potato water, but here's the thing, rice water's true potential really appears when you let it ferment. When rice water sits for say 24 to 48 hours, beneficial microbes begin to multiply. The starch starts breaking down into simpler sugars and organic acids, transforming the liquid into a probiotic-rich growth elixir. This microbial powerhouse doesn't just feed your plants, it transforms the entire rhizosphere, the living zone around the roots. It enhances microbial diversity, keeps soil moist longer, and improves nutrient uptake over time. How to use rice water right. If you're using fresh rice water, dilute it in equal parts with clean water and apply every few days. If you're using fermented rice water, go gentler. Mix 1 part fermented rice water to 3 parts clean water. Fermentation increases microbial activity, but too much can cause root rot or mold buildup. Use fermented rice water once a week. It's strong, effective, and long-lasting. The head-to-head test: potato water versus rice water. So, which one actually grows roots faster? I decided to find out the SoilSage Chronicles way. I took 3 jars, filled them with equal amounts of water, one with boiled potato water, one with rice water, and one with plain tap water as a control. Into each, I placed identical sweet potato cuttings. Here's what happened. By week 1, the jar with boiled potato water showed roots forming first, longer, thicker, and more numerous. The nutrient-rich mineral mix gave an immediate energy boost to the cuttings. So, by week 2, the rice water cuttings started catching up. Its roots were finer, wider, and a lot more fibrous, which is honestly a clear sign of healthy microbial interaction happening down there. Meanwhile, the control jar, well, it barely showed any change at all. So, what's the verdict? Potato water gives the fastest visible results, while rice water, on the other hand, supports long-term resilience and soil health. You know, the experiment actually revealed something deeper than just which one grows roots faster. It really showed how each liquid plays a different role in plant development. Potato water is like the spark, it triggers growth almost instantly. Rice water, though, is the steady fuel. It keeps that growth going strong over time. So, the science beneath the soil, well, it's all about what roots need to thrive. Root growth depends on 2 vital factors: nutrients and energy. Boiled potato water actually supplies both directly. It gives minerals for building roots and starch for immediate energy. Rice water, on the other hand, supplies energy indirectly by feeding beneficial microbes that convert starch into usable nutrients. Over time, this process builds a rich, balanced soil ecosystem that continuously nourishes roots. That's why many gardeners alternate between the two, using potato water for those quick growth spurts, and rice water for long-term balance and resilience. Now, here's the SoilSage secret. You don't have to choose one over the other, use them strategically. Week 1, start with boiled potato water to kickstart root development. Week 2, switch to fermented rice water to sustain growth and boost those soil microbes. So, you'll want to repeat the cycle every 2 weeks. This combination really does mimic nature's rhythm: nutrients first, then microbial enrichment. The result? Well, you get strong, vibrant roots that anchor healthy, thriving plants. Plus, you can totally use the leftover liquids as part of your watering routine for established plants, especially when you're transplanting or in those early growth stages. Just remember, moderation is key. Too much starch or microbial activity can actually backfire, so, keep your dilutions light and your schedule balanced. Real talk, folks. Let's cover a few mistakes to avoid before you rush to the kitchen. First, never use salted or seasoned water. Even a small amount of salt can dehydrate and kill roots. Don't overdo fermentation either. Rice water left too long can smell foul and actually harm your plants. 24 to 48 hours is really the sweet spot. Also, avoid applying these liquids on leaves. Both are best poured around the soil, not sprayed directly on foliage. And store wisely. Both potato and rice water are best used fresh. After 2 or 3 days, their nutrients degrade or the microbial balance shifts. Get these basics right, and you'll see your cuttings root faster than you ever imagined, without a single drop of chemical fertilizer. So, which wins the root growth showdown? If you're chasing speed, boiled potato water takes the trophy. Its rich mix of potassium and phosphorus fuels instant root initiation. If you're after strength and sustainability, fermented rice water wins. It builds living soil, boosts microbial health, and nurtures long-term root resilience. But honestly, the real SoilSage move? Use both in rotation. Potato water for a nutrient surge, rice water for microbial harmony. Together, they create a natural balance that rivals even commercial rooting hormones, without the cost, chemicals, or waste. It's amazing, isn't it? Two things most people throw away can become some of the most powerful tools in your gardening arsenal. When you start viewing kitchen waste as garden fuel, your plants, and the planet, both win. So next time you're about to pour that cloudy water down the drain, stop. Your plants are craving it more than you know. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe to SoilSage Chronicles, give this article a thumbs up, and share it with a fellow gardener who loves experimenting with natural plant boosters. Let's keep growing smarter, greener, and more resourceful, because here at SoilSage Chronicles, every drop counts.